Hey, nerds in capes.
You didn't do the 5 countdown.
No, I didn't.
Rogues Who Sneaky?
Well, yeah, those. Join Chris and
Roger?
as we...
Oh, shit, that's the name of our show. We entertain the geeky.
Guys, what's going on?
Dude, it's been a minute since we've done a late night recording.
Oh my God, it's been... Stan Lee's death was the last one that we did.
So I'd like to point out real quickly. First off, hi, Chris.
Roger, what's going on?
On my Facebook timeline this week, 2 things happened. 1, our free comic book day.
Yeah.
2, the call out for this show. Like, hey, Roger and I just got together and recorded the first episode. I don't know if it's ever going to go on the air.
Yeah.
It didn't. But we did, because that was a 3-hour long
No, we posted it.
Did we?
Oh, dude, the first 10 episodes are 2 to 3 hours long.
And what really amazed me is it has been 4 years.
Yeah.
5 years since Free Comic Book Day.
So, you know what's funny about that? Because you posted it. I didn't know you posted it. It showed up in my Google Photos, and it's like, hey, 4 years ago. And I said going into work, I was like, man, today should be Free Comic Book Day. And I was bummed about it because I'm like, I was going to take off work for this.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So Free Comic Book Day happened.
Or didn't.
Did not happen. It did not happen.
Yeah, because of distancing and stuff.
Yeah, which is... It sucks, but it's okay. It's okay. They'll do it. They'll make it up.
I hope so. God, I hope so.
That is such a colossal event, and for the stores that are closed right now that do have the fortune of opening back up when this is over, they need something like this.
They fucking need it.
Imagine, hey, it's passed and it's Free Comic Book Day weekend. Fuck.
Right?
All that money, just there you go.
Poof. Well, our shop that we used to work at, Free Comic Book Day, was also when the dollar back issue started. Mm-hmm. So that was money grab time for them. It was cash grab.
It was insane.
Well, the amount of people that we would see, and we were doing. Okay, so that store, a good day, we would do 4 or 5 grand in sales.
Yeah.
And Free Comic Book Day was 8 to 10.
It was all hands on deck all day long. Hey, you want lunch? Eat quick. Let's go. Yeah. Right?
Dogs and fries is outside.
Right.
You better grab a hot
dog. Pancake man.
Exactly.
Is right.
He'll make you a Thanos pancake. Go.
Go quickly. And when we were working there, because you and I only did one Free Comic Book Day. Only one. And I still think we had the best crew.
Oh, fucking hands down. Well, that was also, we inadvertently met Carl that day.
That's how we met Cosplay Carl.
And Mike. Well,
Mike, yeah.
I reconnected with Mike at that point because I didn't know Carl yet.
Right.
And then, he brought her onto the show, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, a lot of things happened on Free Comic Book Day. And it was it's a thing. We should put that on the Entertain the Geeky, our pictures of us on Free Comic Book Day.
We will. I will.
It needs to happen. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
So we were right.
We called it.
We fucking called it as a half-hearted joke. And here we are. AMC and Universal are having a pissing war.
And Regal.
And Regal joined?
Regal jumped in, yeah. So Regal jumped in and they're like, we're not showing your shit either. Fuck you.
Wow. So if you guys don't know, here's what happened. Universal came out and said, when this is over and theaters can still open up, we're not gonna show exclusively Fast 9 and the new Jurassic World movie. Just in theaters.
Do video on demand.
You can do video on demand. You can pay and you can stream it from the comfort of your own home. Which last week we made that comment of this is the way to save the movie industry. But it is kind of a death note to theater.
To part of the movie industry.
So it's a good and a bad thing. Because I love the theater. I do.
It's a love-hate relationship.
I hate the people. I've said this before. And I do want to see the big explosions and the big summer blockbuster movies
at the theater. Yeah.
And I love seeing movies like The King's Speech and Clerks 2 and all those smaller films in the theater and a very small crowd, because that's what you get when you go see those movies. To me, viewing a movie is more than just me sitting at home alone watching a movie. Mm-hmm. It is part of a social experiment. I experienced this with me and Chris sit down and we watch Avengers together. We're not going to talk during that movie, but we experienced it together. And after the movie, we're going to have a conversation when it's still fresh in your mind. It's not the same conversation you have if I called you up the next day. Dude, you see it? Yeah. It's not the same conversation. And that part I'm worried about going away.
So how that conversation happens is different now. It's immediate social media. So I think that conversation will happen. I think the way that it'll happen is, hey, I just watched it on demand. Did you watch it yet? No, I'm watching it in an hour. Okay, great. When you're done, text me.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
But yeah, with text, you don't get that excitement because
this face-to-face thing that we're doing now.
You and I have never seen a movie together.
No, we've not gone to the theater.
You've never seen me walk out of a movie either ecstatic or disappointed or that weird mixture of both.
Yeah,
and like that like Joe Moore can attest to that because we went and saw the Predator together.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm always excited when I leave the movie. And as I'm talking, how you can tell if I really like the movie or not is as the conversation goes, I will start waning. It'll either go down or it'll go up. Mm-hmm. I leave episode 1. I'm really excited at Star Wars. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, well, that Jar Jar Binks guy was kind of annoying.
That was weird. Yeah.
And it just kind of sits in.
So, and that you mentioning Star Wars brings up another thing, May the 4th. And there's a bunch of shit happening with that too, where people are saying boycott this because it's tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Boycott it because of the rebels.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, yeah, they're right. But
it's funny though.
But yes, and Disney Plus is releasing all the Star Wars movies.
Well, and also on Fortnite, which is the game for all the kids right now.
It has been for a couple of years.
Yeah,
now.
They just re-released all the Star Wars content that came out when The Last Jedi released or whatever.
So you got Star Wars, which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping this would be over because I was promised Wookiee pancakes, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
I need these fucking pancakes.
I need these Wookiee pancakes in my life. I mean, I got and TIE Fighter waffles. That's what I was promised.
Ooh.
And it's unfortunately doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's kind of breaks my
Not
heart.
right now, anyway.
Right. But after May the 4th, I mean,
you know what?
I will never turn down Wookiee pancakes and TIE Fighter waffles, though. Let me make that abundantly clear. It could be June 10th.
Yeah, I know you well enough to know you're not going to turn down food.
That's true. Plus Star Wars food.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's 100%. Science, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So we touched on this whole theater thing happening, and we called it. You're welcome.
Let's get back into that one. We kind of just gave an overview of what's going to happen on this show.
Yeah, right. So we called that, and then we started having this conversation off air. I think this is the rebirth of home cinema, of the home theater, because that's kind of gone away. Everybody has these amazing TVs. You've got a fucking 4K TV or a 10K TV.
QLED.
Yeah.
I saw them today because I'm looking at getting a
new
TV,
one, yeah.
And the picture quality.
Through the roof.
It's
insane. Well, I watched a DVD the other day, and just going back to DVD quality versus Blu-ray, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Well,
this is sad.
Wait till you see Blu-ray 4K.
Right.
Blu-ray 4K.
Yeah.
And for me, so a lot of people don't know this. I'm a physical media guy.
Yeah.
I own maybe 10 movies digitally on my Xbox because of what's happening now. I really can't just go to Best Buy and buy a movie, right? I am a physical movie guy. And seeing these movies physically and having them on my shelves is what matters to me. And the best way to experience them right now has been Blu-ray. Now, I've heard mixed reviews about Blu-ray 4K and how the coloring scheme works. Like the coloring isn't the best on some of them.
It's off because it's too much.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe find a way to scale that back a little bit. I don't need to see Arnold Schwarzenegger's pimples.
Well, it's so weird because we're watching TV now. We're watching 4K TV and shit like that. Even the fucking 1080 stuff, like any HD TV, we're seeing blemishes on actors. These people that are perfect. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, that guy has a zit just like I do. What the fuck?
Like, to me, watching hockey, because that's the only sport I watch, in HD or 4K is amazing. Mm-hmm. It's yes. But watching a movie, I still want that veil of fantasy. I don't want to see the makeup lines, right? Especially in the older movies. This isn't so much now with the newer movies that are being shot in 4K and directors and actors and studios now know how to work it. It's when you're upscaling those older movies, especially the 90s for some reason.
Well, okay, so our lens quality has been there for a minute.
Right.
Okay, so like these lenses, it's a fucking giant magnifying glass.
Yeah.
So it'll pick up everything.
But
our
output
film was bad.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't good. It wasn't this crazy digital stuff where I can see your pores on your nose.
Right.
And that's what's bizarre because, well, the lens picked it up and somehow that made it onto camera.
So if there was a way we could pop the colors and make the picture a little more vivid, but leave the perfection of actors, and I'm okay with this.
It humanizes them a little bit. I feel like it makes them more relatable. Like, Twitter was supposed to bring famous people and normal people together, and now it's just a place to argue.
Yeah,
but like, social media is this thing where you can actually interact with these celebrities to an extent.
Then they argue with you.
Rarely. Sometimes somebody will say something to piss off an actor, and they're like, "Hey, fuck you, and this is why you're dumb."
Yeah, this is why I couldn't be famous, because they would hit me up on Twitter. I'd be like, fuck you, Noob Master 69. I'll just go off on him.
He called me a dickhead.
I did rewatch. Okay, hold on. Back to the theater conversation.
Yeah, back to the theater. So
the other added bonus is home theater being a thing.
It has an excuse to blow back up.
Second, because you're no longer doing a theatrical run exclusively, studios can actually branch out in the types of films they're making.
Big time.
Which, obviously, we talked about it last week. Avengers making 2% of the year's
movie money. Yeah,
movie money
is
insane. Star Wars made another %, so 2 movies made 3%. Plus,
Disney captured 5% of the money,
so one studio,
or more,
5%. But what you're seeing is,
or more,
we could see a resurgence of independent film, and even not so much just independent film, but studios doing the smaller budget movies again, bringing the rom-coms back, bringing the art house films back, bringing crappy 80s style horror movies back. Crappy 80s style sci-fi movies.
And there's
back.
still, like, okay, look at the movie Kung Fury.
Yeah. This explains the laser raptors.
It's fucking brilliant. Okay. But like, that's one of those movies that this home theater thing would give more of a chance to. And that movie got some fucking buzz because it was so over the top and hysterical. They're doing a sequel. No, they are. You're right. And this will allow that sequel to blow up more, and I think that's great.
It's also going to allow, like, I was talking to Elizabeth about this exact conversation the other night, and I was like, a movie like The King's Speech. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've seen The King's Speech. I don't know if you listeners have, but it is a brilliant, amazing movie. Mm-hmm. And it was one of those movies they dropped during Oscar season that they've kind of steered away from lately because, hey, summer blockbusters all year round. We can get those movies back. We can actually save what filmmaking is meant to be. And to me, that's more exciting. If it means I don't get to see that movie on the big screen in theater, but I get to watch it at home with a sound bar, okay.
Well, and depending on your home theater, like, so for years, Tara and I have been like, all right, when we buy our house, we're going to make a theater room.
Right.
Getting a projector.
I don't think you necessarily, like, with the
You don't need to. You don't need to. We're going to, because I want the most theater-like experience that I can create in my own home.
To me, a projector doesn't necessarily make that most theater-like experience anymore. To me, just having a screen, a curtain in front of my TV that I can pull back to reveal the screen.
So what Roger's saying is Roger's doing all these renovations at the house right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to do this here, this here, this here. So what he's telling me is, I'm going to come here one day and there's going to be curtain rods mounted on either side of the TV.
And you're going, what are those for? I'm going to click. There'll be a little button. Boom. THX. All that. Well, they'd be in the basement because there's no natural light coming into that basement.
That sound, though, that they make, that electronic...
Well, and I actually, so I would go the full 9. The reason I don't really want a projector is I want to hear the projector sound. Like, when you sit in a movie theater, if you sit in the back, you can hear that projector sound.
Well, then now you can only hear hum because it is a digital projector.
Which is why I'm like, I don't need a projector anymore. But you used to be able to hear that film.
The film reel? Yeah.
Yes, and that was an amazing audio for me. So that's why I'll never go projector, because I can't duplicate.
Well, it's like listening to vinyl.
Right.
The sound has a little different character than what you get digitally. Mm-hmm. Yes, I only get the music digitally. I get it.
When I saw Jaws in theaters, I did not do my normal middle row.
Where you're trying to get the best seat.
I sat in the back right by the projector because I knew it was an old projector, and I could hear the film. And I was just...
you were about it.
If they could see my eyes right now.
Yeah. He's over here melting.
But so what I'll do is, in the basement, I'll put the little carpet down. I'll get the theater chairs. Fuck the cushy chairs. I'm talking about those nasty.
I fucking hate the cushy chair. We've talked about that on this show, though.
No, I'm going to get the nasty, gum stuck. When AMC closes, because they're not going to start showing studio movies, I will take a row of their, two rows of their chairs and put them in my basement.
Well, you can get those for nothing because a bunch of theaters went through and renovated not that long ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're putting nice recliners in. Fuck your recliners.
Yeah.
I have that at home. I don't want that.
I'll put that downstairs. Put the carpet out, the big 70-inch, 80-inch TV down there, black out the windows, the 4 that are down there, drop the ceiling, do all that, boom,
movie theater room.
And I will never play video games down there. That is strictly for movie theaters. I'll put a popcorn machine outside, because I'll put a fucking wall up in the basement. I'll put a popcorn machine outside that damn wall so you can smell fresh popcorn.
You know what's
funny?
But
don't you bring it into my theater room and eat it.
I've been thinking about... I've wanted to buy a Slurpee machine for years.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point now to where I'm pricing them.
They're really they're
okay. To the moon.
They're expensive, but for what they're meant for, they're not that bad.
No.
For you, they're expensive.
For the average Joe.
You're not going to make money off of it, though.
Exactly.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven kills it on it. You're right. So for me, it's like getting a used one. $1,200, like that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've always wanted one, so instead of buying this classic fucking car that's going to cost me $80,000, I'll spend $1,200 on the Slurpee machine that I want.
Yeah, but how much is the Slurpees?
Oh, the mix is cheap because for cherry, it's just cherry Fanta, bro.
Yeah, but you still gotta. You don't just pour cherry Fanta in there, right? I thought it was like this whole thing.
Dude, I can find the drink mix.
Okay.
I'm not even worried about that shit.
All right.
You don't have to worry about that. You will have good cherry Slurpees when you come to my home.
for your movie night. So we're just going to entertain the geeky movie nights at each other's theater rooms with Slurpees and popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm totally okay with this.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Well, okay, if we're not going to be going to the theater with our friends because the theater's boycotting the movie that we want to see,
right?
Why don't we just fucking have our friends over?
And so here's the thing now. A lot of people will jump on the support local business bandwagon, right? And I wholeheartedly agree. If you have a local theater owned by Timmy, go support him.
That local theater is going to show the movie because they can't afford not to.
AMC, Regal,
you're huge.
You're getting what's coming.
Well, you remember when the Mills Mall first opened, and we got the Regal there. Yeah. Tommy Lee Jones, Tommy Lee Jones, huge actor, is in their fucking commercial.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys aren't really hurting so much.
Well, I mean, they're hurting. I mean, they could close, and a lot of people could get laid off, and that's sad.
That sucks.
It sucks, but you're cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah,
because you're making these renovations because you've already made the complaints that people aren't coming to the movie theaters now. So hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to make food better, and we're going to increase the seating, and we're going to make it, it's less
seating, but bigger chairs.
Yeah, and we're going to do all these things to make it where people want to come to us. Oh, you're not Universal. You're going to kind of tell us that that you're still going to show your movie at home, and fuck you. No, compensate. Do something else. Be smart.
Right.
Show the Universal movie. Maybe charge $2 more. Who cares?
And that would be, be the perfect way of sticking it to Universal because they're like, oh, we're making more on your movie now.
At the end of the day, the two people that go to theaters are parents with kids, are people that actually want to go to the theater.
You go to the theater for the theater experience.
Right.
Not to watch the movie.
No.
And
parents with kids.
That's what's important.
Who want their kids to shut up for 90 minutes and watch a movie. Are people that are like me, that's like, I enjoy going to the theater at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when no one else is in there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I said, you go for
having the option to view it at home is not going to stop me from going to the theater and watching the movie.
No, you go for the theater experience, which is nice, regardless, because it's not in your fucking home.
Right. Right.
Like, even if you have a home theater that's amazing, okay, you're still going to go to the fucking movie theater.
All you've done, Regal and AMC, is kind of look like bitches.
A little bit.
I mean, Universal isn't a big studio. Yes, it is a big studio, as in the fact it's one of the big four, but it's like the last. Even Sony's doing better than Universal.
Well, yeah, because it's what properties do you own?
Right. Universal's like, well, we got the Big Shark movie.
And we got monsters.
And we got Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park.
They have classic monsters that haven't shown up like they were supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, Universal has nothing going for it. Now,
aren't Universal and Paramount like a thing?
No.
Oh, I thought they were like in cahoots.
Universal is an MCM company.
MCM, okay.
But not MGM, because that's Metro Go and Myers. Universal is Universal. Like, they were in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s, they were huge. They were competing with Disney, and then released some duds, some things happened.
You released some duds and properties, man. Mm-hmm. Like, Disney honed the formula in the 90s.
Well, yeah, because, all right, fuck it. Here we go. Let's have a Disney conversation.
Again.
The smartest thing Disney did, and the reason that Disney is Disney today, because in the 80s, Disney wasn't Disney. Disney had they had Disneyland, they had Disney World, but they weren't Disney like they're today. What saved Disney was the fucking vault. Like, releasing movies on VHS and saying, in 3 months, we're pulling them.
You can't have them again.
Until we decide to release them.
For 10 years or whatever.
Whatever it is.
Yep.
And now, all of a sudden, your home media is going through the roof. Oh, you released 3 decent movies, Beauty and the Beast, fucking Little Mermaid, and The Lion King, then Aladdin, and all of a sudden, you're back on top. Took 4 movies and The Vault to make Disney what it is today. That's insane.
It's fucking nuts.
And The Vault is what saved Disney. And that is
well, you had Beauty and the Beast in that time frame, too.
I said Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay.
Beauty and the Beast,
yeah,
Little Mermaid,
you did.
Lion King, and Aladdin.
Sorry.
So I said 4 movies.
Beauty and the Beast has a special place in my heart. I love that movie.
He kills a guy.
Speaking of... Okay, so... You recently rewatched the Christmas special.
I didn't rewatch. I recently watched the Christmas special.
Oh, this was your first time seeing it.
This was my first time watching the Christmas special.
Okay.
Yeah. The Beast murders a guy. Disembowels him like he's Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
That's right.
Murders his best friend.
Well,
for a piece of strange he hasn't even got yet.
You remember Atlantis? Yeah. That movie? That was one of the first Disney deaths that we saw.
I'm okay. No, well, that we saw.
One of the first that we saw.
There's one thing about showing a death. There's one thing about Bambi's mom dying. But Disney had the hero of the story disembowel a gentleman.
He eviscerated him.
He ripped his guts out.
Fucking
while little
awesome.
Pee Wee Herman was cheering him on. Because Pee Wee Herman played the little flute in that movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
So the Beauty and the Beast Christmas special is on Disney Plus. I had the enjoyment of watching it the other night, and it brought that was the big thing. Straight up killed the guy. Second, Belle's kind of a bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, in the movie Beauty and the Beast, everybody's like, well, she's weird, blah blah blah. She's kind of fucking stuck up.
No, she like the whole Christmas special. She's like, I want to do Christmas. He says no Christmas. Well, fuck his feelings. It's what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that's the movie.
For those of you who are married, you already know that if she wants to do it, I'm saying dating or married. They're
not even dating.
If there's some girl in your life,
at this point, she's still the fucking maid.
If you want her around, which he does.
He doesn't. He doesn't know.
Oh, stop. He knew. This
is before he was all like, I love you, and oh, you made me human again, which we'll get into that in a fucking second.
We're reviewing a movie from 1992.
97. The Christmas special is 97.
97 for the Christmas. Yes. But we're bringing Beauty and the Beast into this too. So that's like...
Okay, hold on. Because I didn't know you had seen the Christmas special.
Oh, yeah. I watched the Christmas special in 1997.
Like, there's a scene where she goes to the dark woods to get the perfect Christmas tree. Right? They show the wolves.
Yep.
And then the wolves never show up again.
That's exactly right.
The wolves. Woo. What's
spooky?
Why the fuck they show the wolves? Furthermore, where does this fit in the fucking storyline? Is it the first Christmas, the second Christmas, the third Christmas?
Well, it has to be the first Christmas because she was only there for a few months. We know that she went there in winter or in fall, turning to winter.
Okay.
And it had to have happened there.
Yeah, no, fuck this bitch. I'm going to say this because she's a maid. Sure, she has this weird bestiality crush on him, which, but he's all like, we don't do Christmas because this is when I got turned. And she couldn't consider his feelings. She was all like, oh no, we're going to make it do this. And then she gives him a fucking storybook. She's going to write. Like the song she sings is talking about writing this grandiose adventure about all these different worlds. And Disney dropped the ball there because they could have showed little clips of their other movies. And she writes his fucking story.
Damn right.
Like,
this is a callback to ourselves.
Get the fuck out. And he said, shut up, Tim Curry. I'm going to read this and I'm going to gut you later.
fucking
The
great.
sad part is I actually enjoyed the movie.
No, it's a good little flick.
It's not a good flick. It's a bad movie.
It's
but
a good little flick,
I enjoyed
man.
watching it. I enjoyed the conversation that I had after, and I'm enjoying this conversation now. So that movie does some things.
It's fucked up.
If you haven't watched it, it is on Disney Plus. Beauty and the Beast, Magical Christmas something.
Okay, so getting back into now what Disney becoming what they are today. Yeah, now they're so strong. Fuck From the Vaults. They're like, fuck that. We have Disney Plus. Yeah. You pay us every month.
Hey, Netflix. Bye.
I don't think that's going to kill Netflix.
No.
It definitely hurt them.
No, but leaving Disney walked in and was like, hey, thanks for like stroking me off for a while.
Well, because
show me how to do this.
Disney's whole thing was this: we're gonna try to buy Netflix. Yeah. That's what it was. They were like, we're gonna fucking own you, and Netflix was like, go fuck yourself. You can buy everything in the world except for Netflix, which is you got to tip your hat to.
Well, until Netflix does eventually sell to Disney, because
I don't see that happening anytime soon. Maybe 5-10 years. Sure,
that's relatively soon.
I guess you're right. I mean in the next like 6 months or anything.
Because think about this, Chris.
But I think the whole thing that Disney was trying to do, because they put a fucking ton of media on there.
They did.
And
now they got the original programming going on there.
So they were like, all right, well, it's all going to Disney Plus, so you guys should just fucking let us buy you. And we get to use the brilliant platform that you've come up with. And Netflix is like, no, this is our brilliant platform. And you're not going to put fucking two girls eating each other out and Orange is the New Black on here. We will.
Yes, they will.
You know what I mean? So,
but Disney Plus is fun.
No, I've
enjoyed
cool.
it.
So Togo, have you watched that on there yet?
No, because I don't really watch Disney Plus a lot.
You need to watch Togo on it. Togo's good, bro.
Okay, I've heard good things. I was gonna say something about fucking Belle being a bitch, and I forgot.
We're shitting on a Disney princess.
We're shitting on a Disney princess. She's a... Oh, no. So
this is toxic male behavior.
Here's what I want to do now. Like, this came to me, and we talked about this. I want to write a series of short stories called The Story Continues, where it's what happens to these Disney characters
happily ever after.
Right. So, like Belle and the Beast are doing marriage counseling.
Oh my god! So it's called After Happily Ever After. That's what I think.
Pinocchio's a politician.
Oh god!
Like
28-year-old Pinocchio.
Like those are the type of stories I want to write about these characters going on. And for some reason, I was talking about this, and I was like, yes, this is something that I have to do. Like people would read it.
Pinocchio's this hot young lawyer. Okay?
No, he's a politician.
No. See, this is the thing. How did he get into politics? Oh, yeah, he becomes a lawyer,
and he also has an addiction to sandpaper. Because he's got to rub his nose.
Oh, I thought he was rubbing that little wiener with it.
No, his sandpaper nose. Because every time he lies, it grows a little bit. So it's a metaphor for cocaine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Sawdust.
Yeah. He goes, oh, gotcha. I am not a crook. Like that's how the story starts. Is Pinocchio doing the Nixon? I am not a crook, and then doing a line of sandpaper. Like that is how that story starts. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I might like do just short stories and throw it on the site.
No, well, that's one of the things that I wanted to do with the site when we first put it up. I was like, hey, we should do little comic strips and stuff on this because it'll be funny. And if you did a short story about what happens after Happily Ever After,
just like little snippets, and then eventually you can collect them like the Dark Tower. It's just a little snippet like here's a session of Beauty and the Beast's marriage counseling where Belle's like, I miss you being Harry. Like that type of shit.
That's great.
Yeah.
I got into this for a bear, and now I have a barren husband
who has a clean shaven face.
That's what I'm saying. He's totally barren. Your face looks like a failed crop.
Yeah, exactly. And the Beast is like, dude, I killed my best friend for you. What more do you want?
I eviscerated Piano Man.
All right. I killed my best friend for you. He wrote you a Christmas carol, fa la 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 la, and you were all like, kill him.
Fuck him.
Yeah. So that was a conversation that Elizabeth and I had was the after.
That's brilliant.
After Beauty and the Beast.
I love that. Yeah, you need to write that.
Mm-hmm. It's a thing. So Star Wars, where are we at in time?
29 minutes in.
Oh, fuck it. Who cares? Star Wars.
Yeah.
May 4th.
May
tomorrow.
the 4th.
Guys, watch Star Wars. pick your favorite movie and watch it. We're not going to judge you. Prequels, sequels, original trilogy, spin-offs, Christmas special, droids, Ewoks invading, whatever. It's a good day.
Watch the Mando.
Yeah, okay.
I know you're not a fan.
I'm not going to shit on Star Wars today. We'll have the Mandalorian conversation. We'll save that before season 2. Like right before season 2 drops, you and I will have the Mandalorian conversation.
What we need to do then is we need to do a watch party.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, we'll rewatch it.
We'll do the ETG recap.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll float up on Facebook. Join us for a live watching of The Mandalorian. Whatever. Fuck it. Who cares? And then we'll have we'll get Jason on here because Jason loves it, and I'll be the one guy that doesn't like it, and you all can gang up on me, and it'll be good times.
I think that's brilliant.
I do too. I think but tomorrow's Star Wars Days. Make some Chewbacca waffles or Chewbacca pancakes. Eat your Thai waffles. May the 4th be with you. It's a good day.
Make an Ewok Twinkie.
Make it. Oh.
What if you fucking got some chocolate icing? Oh, buddy. Little button nose.
I got Twinkies.
Or you could... Oh, you know what would make more sense, though? The Chewy bar. The Chewy bar.
Ah, yeah.
Because they're grainy little shits.
60 of those.
I saw that. That's why I said that.
Them motherfuckers... Them Ewok motherfuckers took down the Empire.
Single-handedly.
Like they didn't... The Rebels really didn't do shit in that fight.
No, they were sad.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're going to die. And the Ewoks like...
We can do...
Yeah, little bastards.
This was great.
Yeah, not really, but hey, whatever. So enjoy Star Wars Day. Just go out there and celebrate it. It's a good day in nerd culture. And I know it's a property that we love and we hate at the same time.
It really is.
But at the end, every single one of those movies that have been made, someone enjoys. Every single one of them. And more power to you for liking what you like. I'm not going to agree with you on them, but damn it, enjoy it. It's Star Wars Day.
Well, what's so funny? So
it's like Christmas for us. It's Star Wars Day.
Joe Moore is like, I can't have Star Wars conversations with you anymore.
So there are people out there in the Star Wars community, and I've met a few of them. I met one of them. And the conversation is, yes, these movies aren't good. And let me explain to you why they're not good. And I understand that why you're upset, but it's Star Wars.
It's a property.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, like what you like. Don't like what you don't like. Just, it's Star Wars. Enjoy it. Tomorrow's the day all Star Wars fans can get together and enjoy what they like. I will watch the one good movie out of the 9 and be happy.
So you're going to watch Empire?
Yeah. The one good movie out of the 9. I might watch The Rise of Skywalker. Is that the Rise of Skywalker?
The last one?
Yeah, was that Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't seen that one yet.
I won't watch it.
I haven't seen it yet, so...
Yeah, I refuse to watch that
I'm not paying for it. It's on Disney+. Plus.
Is it on there now?
It will be on tomorrow. That's part of the releasing.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be on there tomorrow. Fuck it, I'll watch it. It's free.
Yeah, see, I won't give him my time. I'm like, you haven't earned it.
Yeah, I'll give him my time.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. I mean, I've wasted a lot of time in my life.
Wasted a lot of it on Star Wars, as a matter of fact. What's another 2.5 hours?
And Star Trek, and Lord of the Rings, and Terminator, and role playing.
It's funny. I come over, and you're showing me all the projects that you got going on.
Yeah.
One of them being the ships that you've been building.
Yeah.
For.
Yeah. Here's my paint job for the Warbird.
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw. I actually love the paint on that. By the way, the color's gorgeous.
It is.
Like it's got this like emerald thing, but it's still really, really deep in some places.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It looks like it's decloaking.
It does. It does. It looks nice. But so he's showing me his tiny stickers, and he's like, "Chris, this is what's wrong."
So the Excelsior build, you guys have seen the saucer section. It literally took me 8 hours to do that. Because it took me 8 hours, and it's not even done. That saucer's not done. There's still half a page of decals that need to go on it, plus the decals that came in the fucking model I got to put on there.
Mm-hmm.
The decal sheet, it is 8 sheets of, I would say 2 foot by 2 foot, 2 foot by a foot, something like 3 foot actually, 3 foot by 2 foot. 8 sheets, 3 foot by 2 foot of just Aztec and windows and everything. Like. I was like, this is going to be quick and easy. It's just putting decals on.
Wrong.
No.
Well, and you know what's crazy is we got put back to work.
Yeah, so now I'm like...
So now it's like, when can I do this?
Sundays will be my day.
It's going to be the Sunday
because
thing.
Thursday, here's my new schedule now. Thursdays is clean the house day. Sunday will be nerd day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
No. No. It's just me. I can keep my house clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get here tonight and you're all tidying up and shit.
Yeah.
Showing me lawnmowers.
Yeah, I bought a fucking electric lawnmower. That's what I did.
Okay, what kind of sound does that make?
Like a fan.
So
literally,
like,
it sounds like a fan. That's it. That is it. I can go mow my lawn at 1 a.m. and my neighbors aren't going to know.
That's hysterical and amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
So all I can picture now is you a few glasses of whiskey in. It's like 2 a.m. and you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing this in the morning.
I'm going to cut my fucking grass
so
now.
You're out there. Because it's got a headlight, too.
It's got a headlight. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to hit the battery life, but it's got a headlight.
For nighttime mowing.
And I really only mow my front. I don't fuck with the back.
You'll fuck with the back, right? No? Not even going to dick with it?
We'll go out there. You can look at it. The backyard doesn't grow. Like, it grows, but it's like...
it doesn't get above 7 inches.
Like, I can grow it once a month. I can cut it once a month or once every other month and be fine.
Okay.
Because 1, I don't really go in the backyard. 2, because I don't go in my backyard, it's like a goddamn Disney Wonderland out there with all the fucking varmint running around, and I would kind of like going out there and seeing raccoons while I do my dishes. Okay? It's a thing.
God damn it. So... Enjoy your Star Wars day, I guess.
Yeah, enjoy May 4th. It's a great day. Watch a movie. Get your kids, the kids that haven't seen it. Call your grandkids. Call your uncle, your nieces, your nephews. Show your grandparents Star Wars if they haven't seen it. That would be awesome.
I have free comic book day books that I've not read from a couple of years ago.
Fucking bust them out and read them.
Yep. I'm like, I'll celebrate free comic book day next Saturday.
You're right. Bust them out. Read them. It'll be all right. It will be all right.
We got this.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Godzilla Magic is out now.
I know. Have you bought it?
Not yet.
I figured you'd be online Amazoning that shit.
If I have to, I will, but I would much rather, LGS it.
Go to the store.
Yeah. If I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I want my Godzilla cards.
Yeah.
But they're fucking expensive.
Are they?
Yeah.
For reals?
Like, to get the booster pack, it's like $34 a booster pack, and there's only one Godzilla card.
Oh, wow.
And there's like, a lot. And I want a play set so I can put them on my Magic decks.
So instead of making like a kaiju deck...
No, I'm going to make a Godzilla deck.
It's King of the Monsters deck.
Also, we started planning Christmas in July.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like we're busy. Nerd things are happening, buddy.
Christmas in July is going to be good.
It is going to. We're doing it on a Sunday this year.
That's awesome.
Yes. Also, Jason's doing his nerd thing.
He is.
Yeah.
Jason's fucking gaming hard.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
So he posts an article about playing through Final Fantasy VII, how he's on like his 3rd or 4th playthrough.
Yeah.
And my boss reads it. And he's like, Chris, how have you played through that so many times being at work? And I was like, just so you know, that was Jason.
Not me.
Yeah. And he's like, who the fuck is Jason?
Don't you fucking worry about it.
And he's like, he goes, is he going to come work here?
No, he's too busy playing video games.
I'm like, no, he won't sell his soul like I did.
Right. That was not much to sell, really.
I mean, there were scraps of decency there. Scraps of it.
I've known you for 5 years now.
Yeah.
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 Nah.
Scraps of decency were there.
That went out the window.
See, here's the thing. Comic book store Chris, sweet guy.
Comic book store Chris was not a sweet guy. The guy we get to entertain the geeky is a mild version of comic book store Chris.
Hardly.
No, because here's the thing. Comic book store Chris was nice to your face, but the second you leave, he was a fucking asshole.
About what?
Whatever they bought that you didn't agree with.
I was never an asshole about what people bought. Never.
Chicken wing sundae.
Chicken wing sundae.
When we went to Mattingly's, and I spent $60 on chicken wings for our lunch.
Yep.
Every time someone came in.
Yeah. We what was wrong with that was not what they were buying. It was the fact that they had come in while we were trying to eat chicken wings. You understand this, right?
They would leave.
Like, you need to come to grips with reality. I'm like, did they really need to come in here to get that right now?
The one guy that spent $2 on card sleeves and then left.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. And you see that there's 2 dudes sitting at the register that clearly aren't going to get a normal lunch break. So they're sitting there sucking on chicken bones, and you fucking walk up and you're like, I need some clear sleeves. It's like, man, fuck you. Yeah. No. It's PVC free. You dick.
Yeah, my point exactly.
No, it wasn't about, like I said, it wasn't about me making fun of what they bought. It's when they bought it.
Like they knew we were eating chicken wings.
It's like when you go to the movie theater, okay,
Yeah.
and somebody's behind you ripping open the fucking bag, okay, of whatever, because those plastic foil things that they do, it's the loudest shit in the world. We're an evolved, advanced species. We're watching a story unfold on a screen in front of us. Like, that's fucking incredible. And we've not figured out how to make quieter plastic bags for this movie theater experience. Bullshit.
That's why you eat your snacks before the movie.
I just think it's bullshit. Or you fucking fill your hand with your Skittles and you have a rainbow hand. Whatever. You can eat the Skittles throughout the movie if you've got them in your hand.
No.
Yep.
No, because you're going to drop one. You're going to make that lip smacking noise.
Oh, fuck no. No, that means you're a monster.
Yeah, that's what people are.
It's called etiquette.
They don't have it anymore.
This is bullshit.
Oh,
bullshit.
God.
But you see, it's about the timing. It's not about... You, dude, if you were smacking your lips in your house, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Doesn't hurt me. Doesn't hurt anybody here.
You do you.
If we're eating fucking chicken wings at the counter...
And you try to spend your hard-earned money at the place where we work.
$2.48 on some sleeves... You're a fucking monster. You're a fucking monster. And I disagree with you on a fundamental level. Look, I've spent $2.50 on some sleeves before. I've done it. I've been there, okay? I didn't do it while some motherfucker was eating chicken. Nope.
Now, to be fair, ladies and gentlemen listening, we opened the store at noon. We closed at 5. We had chicken wings at 12:30, and we were still eating them at 5.
Yeah, it's because there were a lot.
There was.
And you would have to stop. For
the
guy
5 customers that walked in
for this guy that got
on
his
a Sunday.
$2.50 fucking sleeves. Yeah, no, that guy was a monster.
I just want to know if John ever saw the video of us eating chicken wings at the counter.
I feel like that was
Oh, we had already turned in our 2 weeks.
No,
Really?
that was
Sure?
before. I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like March.
Oh, it was March, yeah.
Yeah, it was still cold enough outside to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Because we got there at 11, cleaned the windows, and had a conversation about chicken wings. And then I ordered us a shit ton
Yeah,
of
and then
chicken
you were
wings.
like, I'm just going to get us some. And I was like, all right, let's go. Because normally what we would do is you'd call Wingstop. You'd walk over. No, I mean Wingstop. Because it was next door. You'd go over, you'd grab your shit, you'd sit on the break table and eat it.
But Sundays,
it was the Wild West around there.
I think the only reason we had 2 people on Sundays was for me.
No. So normally they had 2 people on Sundays.
Really? Because I always remember just one person on Sundays.
No, that was just like the manager's day off.
Okay. For some reason, I only remember like ever walking in before I started there, and there'd just be one person on Sundays.
Maybe they just didn't trust us.
Maybe
they were like, "Hey, I know you guys are going to be eating chicken wings at the counter. You might even tell somebody to fuck off if you're alone, but if there are 2 of you, we know you're not going to have the gall to say it." So, we didn't tell anybody to fuck off, but we complained about it.
We went through so many paper towels that day.
Did we?
Yeah, a whole roll.
I don't even remember that.
I do, because it was a good day for me.
No, I was fucking so.
Because you had said I never had Mattingly's chicken wings.
No, I didn't say I hadn't had them. I said I wasn't crazy about them.
And I told you were done.
And you were like, "No, you're wrong. You just haven't got them at the right time or whatever." And yeah, that's why you ordered them that day. Because I said I liked Wingstop better.
You were wrong.
I do like Wingstop better. Well,
no.
Okay, there's this Wingstop in Overland.
Yeah, off page.
It is not as good as the one in Florissant.
The one in Florissant's shit too. Ever since they got rid of the sliders, Wingstop sucks.
You just don't like, or you liked the sliders that much?
I liked the sliders. I liked the chicken sandwiches. The little chicken sandwiches that they made, they were good. Little Louisiana rub chicken sandwich, good to go.
You remember how good Chicken Littles used to be from KFC?
Yeah, they brought those back.
Well, it's not the same. Because it used to be like one of those sad patties.
Yeah.
And now it's a real piece of chicken.
It's a
and
tender.
I liked the sad patties better.
Yeah. I like the tender because I get it in Nashville hot, good to go. Or Georgia Gold.
If
I want honey mustard. I don't normally want honey mustard, but sometimes I do.
Yeah, I remember being a kid and going to KFC, and my mom would be like, "Do you want some Chicken Littles?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I want some Chicken Littles." And then
we haven't
eat
had
those
a
little
food
shits.
conversation in a minute.
No, we've not done a food episode. Like, that's one of the things that I always go back to. I'm like, we need to do a food episode, and you're like, and I'm like, that's kind of one of our things that we did.
Let's get our listenership back up to where it was.
Fuck that.
All right.
The reason the listeners came is because we were eating Twinkies and crying.
No, we did cry.
Yeah. No, that was one of the finest moments of my life. No, those were fucking magical.
They don't make those anymore.
I know, because they're fucking monsters.
They don't make the deep fried chocolate Twinkies anymore.
That was out of this fucking world.
The regular ones were good. We were like, yay, they're good. The chocolate ones...
out of this fucking world.
Like, I've had really, really good sex in my life. I've had amazing sex in my life. Those are better.
Well, okay. When there's good food and you take a bite and you giggle... that's when you know it's really good. And we had fucking 3 grown men sitting at a table with Ecto Cooler High C giggling as they were taking bites of these chocolate deep fried Twinkies. Amazing.
I miss those.
They were so fucking good.
I miss those deep fried Twinkies. You can't find them.
No.
Gone.
So we can sign off now because we're if you want to keep going, we'll keep going. I don't think we're definitely not sticking with the movie theater thing anymore.
We've pretty much beat that topic to death.
We
like
covered
AMC
it.
and Regal.
We covered
it. Bring back independent movies.
So guys, go to all right, first of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to our buddy Mike Brodeur. Watch your mouth.
I almost deep throated the mic.
I'm gonna
Not Brodeur, the actual mic.
Right. Yeah. No,
we'll
you totally almost went down on Mike Brodeur.
I did when he was on the show. I was like, if he would have
I love you so much.
I did. I was totally stroking Mike. I was so drunk.
You were fucking drunk.
I was drunk and I was like, there's Mike Brodeur.
Well, okay. So we used to get shit-faced like every episode.
Yeah.
It was bad. Mm-hmm. Every Sunday, we would sit there and we would drink, and then I'd have to go argue with my wife. She's like, all you guys are doing is sitting there and drinking. I'm like, no, we're talking.
Yeah, while we're drinking. And then there was that period of time where it got really bad, and we drank a lot.
Yeah. But then there was like all those people that we would have on the show.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, wow, you guys sure are drinking.
Yeah.
And then some of those people would even drink more than us.
Yeah.
Like a gallon of wine.
Matt Spaffs.
Blake. It was
Blake. Oh, no, yeah. Blake, who...
fell asleep on the mic, dude.
But he did give us the greatest quote ever. I wonder if goats build pyramids.
No. I train goats to go underneath pyramids is what he said. Because we were like, because you said you were trying to be Mr. Interviewer.
Yeah.
Hey, so what do you do? Well, I train goats to go under pyramids.
That's a true story.
Go to goinfo.org. Our buddy Mike Brodeur has his Influence Foundation. You can go there to get some of their content, and you can go to the Influence Foundation on YouTube. Mike is my co-host on the other show that I do, Who Wears the Pants. Also, tune into Nerd News, Jason's show. He will keep you up to date on what's happening in the nerd world with honest reviews and just pure excitement about the hobby and the industry. You can go to entertainthegeeky.com to find all of our content. You can click on the podcasts or shows tab to listen to this show, Nerd News, and our friends, the Board Game Bros, who are a huge part of the Entertain the Geeky network and
love them.
EG Games.
Which Conniving Cook's Kickstarter will be launching
soon-ish.
Yeah, as soon as this is over and we feel it's comfortable to ask you for your money.
Yeah. And guys, just fucking go to Facebook. When you see this posted, listen to it. Tell us about how bad I fucked up editing last week.
You were supposed to leave that quiet and just see if anyone picked up on it.
Yeah. Listenership cuts in half because they're like, oh, these idiots. Floop. No, so tell me how bad I fucked up the last one. I'll try to fix it. I got to see if the files are still available.
You're not fixing it. It's out there. It's on. Look, there's one episode of ETG that has never been released, and it never will be released.
It's a file in a Google Drive, though, that's been passed around like a fucking cheap whore.
Yeah.
We'll call that one the neighborhood bicycle. You know what's funny is the show itself, like, there was so much good content, but we broke our cardinal rule, and we started talking politics on the show.
Yeah.
And as I often do, I take it too far.
You took it way...
I didn't take it too far.
You didn't take it too far. No.
I didn't.
You just spoke some truths that
were hard. They were hard.
Shouldn't have been said.
Not on the mic. Not on the mic.
And so there are people out there that have been on the show, that people we know that have listened to that one episode. It will never be released. But
I think it's funny.
If you get in good with Chris and Raj, you may get to listen to it.
Oh, dude, I'll fucking send that rough copy to you in a heartbeat. I don't give a shit. Like, you're going to listen to it and you're going to be like, that's why you didn't air it?
Well, now, but look at the time we were in.
No, the time that we were in, it was election time.
It was not a good time.
There's a fucking vote for Loki sticker on the wall behind us. And I'm saying shit like that.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome. But yeah, go to...
What I was going to say was just leave that era out there.
No, okay, well, fuck it.
Leave it out there. It's us. It's rough. We fucked up. We owned it.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, it's Chris's fault.
It's my fault. I had 2 shows get mixed together.
Yeah, it happens.
Because of a program closing when it wasn't supposed to. I don't know how my other show turned out. But yeah, go to entertainthegeeky.com. You can follow all of our social media stuff there. Let us know what you're doing to celebrate Star Wars Day.
Yeah. Pictures.
I
want to see kids dressed up.
Or tell us, just fucking, hey, I'm watching Empire right now. I'm watching Jar Jar Binks do a double-decker backflip somersault into a puddle of water that actually is about 9,000 feet deep. And it was a fucking puddle. It was a goddamn puddle.
Oh, yeah. I was like, where the fuck are you going?
Where wait, that was actually in the movie.
That happened. It's episode 1. Yeah, because
yeah. 600 feet in the air, goes down 8,000 feet deep, 20,000 leagues under the puddle, and that's what. So
that was episode 1. Yeah.
Let us know what you're doing, guys, and as always, stay geeky.
Chris Pine's still not my captain.